like I'm my daughter's friend. I want, because the last thing I want to do is have.
So it's actually weighing a little more on follower.
Yeah.
Okay, his mom might do it one way, but you're kind of like the buffer in between, right? So, and all the other thing is, do you have a different style for a son or daughter?
Yeah, I think I would.
And that's a big thing, but that can also create a lot of conflict between brother and sister because the brother gets this, but what does the daughter get?
Yeah.
You know, that's daddy's girl, right?
Yeah.
So you've got to be very, very careful. But my point is, okay, so look at this. Relationships. What is the number one thing that couples argue over? What do you think?
Money.
Number one thing is money. What's number two?
Kid.
Yes, children. And a lot of it because of the discipline. Second marriages. If you are in a second marriage, what's the number one thing?
Children.
Children. Number two, money. Flip them. Okay? Because a lot of times they don't have the discussion about how are we going to discipline. Have you had a conversation about how are we going to do
They got
this?
stepchildren and stuff.
Yeah. How are you going to do it? If you have a stepchild, okay, are you allowed to give discipline?
Yeah.
You know, those are conversations, though, I'm telling you guys, you have to have with that partner before you walk down the aisle, make that commitment if you haven't had it yet, because you're just going to create a lot of issues, a lot of problems, because you do not come to an agreement about how you're going to discipline your children. And the people that are going to suffer is who? The children.
That's not just morally favoritism. The second marriage.
Right.
It's like when my son was born, you know, I bought my son Jordans.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "You can't buy your son Jordans and buy my kid Spider-Man."
That's right. Yeah, they're getting pay less, right? They're getting the pay less $10 specials, and what's the other one getting?
$60 Jordans.
Air Jordans. You know? So that's why children is a big one. And that's where that constant communication, when you jump into communication and talking about relationships, you got to have. But this is where it comes from. You have to have that discussion about how are you going to discipline the kids. And it's got to be fair. It's got to be fair to both sets. And both have to have equal type of authority in order to do it.
But I always.